All right, we're just going to jump right into it. First things first is bleaching the knots. And this is something that I've never done on my channel before. This is the actual live one-on-one class that I'm doing with a student. And right now I'm just showing you guys what the consistency of your bleach should look like. You want it to look like cake icing. And once you have your bleach ready, you want to go ahead and take a water bottle and just lightly mist it over the very front of the hairline so the hair can lay back and out of the way. You should be able to find one of these out of the baking or the cooking section at one of your local grocery stores. This will evenly spread the bleach over your knots and over your lace perfectly the right way, and it will not over process and over bleach your hair. The next step after that will be to clean your client's skin off with 91% alcohol just to get all of the oils and dirt that may be on their skin. Then you're going to take some holding spray or some spritz, use a fine small tooth comb all of their hair back and out of the way. Then you're going to take a blow dryer and blow dry it until it's all molded backwards. Now, when it comes down to you in the real world, all of you that are watching this video, you want to make sure that you have your client drop their lace off 2 days prior to their appointment, because you want to have enough time to bleach the knots and pluck it and do all of those things before their appointment, so you won't be spending about 4 hours on one head. Now, when it comes down to your ball cap method, it's completely up to you. However, there are two different ways for me to distinguish whether I want to use holding spray on my client or if I want to use gel on my client. Yes, ma'am, take your notes. I hope you guys are paying attention and taking your notes. Since this is going to be a wig install, you can go ahead and sew the back of your client's cap down. Then you're going to go ahead and take your scissors, your shears, and go ahead and cut the front of the excess cap off of their head. Back to the ball cap method, I'm going to do a detailed video explaining when to use gel, when to use holding spray, how to properly do a ball cap method on different hairlines, and all of that good stuff. Get into these knots being bleached. A lot of people really don't know what to look for. This has been on here for about 40 minutes so far, and I want you guys to understand that bleaching the knots is a very time-consuming process, and for you to do it right, it's going to be a time-consuming process, which is why I say that you guys should have your clients drop their lace off 2 days prior so you can have enough time to do this and do it the right way. This is what you want your knots to look like. You want that brassy tone to be there, because you're going to take this shimmer lights and you're going to go ahead and condition it in. Then it's going to make that brassiness a perfect blonde that you need it to be. I hope you guys can see the difference. Out all of this back here. You see how this is natural? All of this back here is too dense. It's too thick. Yep. So that's what you want to focus on. No, don't take it out though. Just pluck.
Go between.
Okay. You don't really want to go in and part that hair out. I know I have an old plucking video, and very soon I'm going to do a updated and detailed plucking video on what to do and what not to do, because when you part the very front of the hairline out and then pluck behind that, it tends to create bald spots and it makes it look very different. So you want to keep that hair there and just go in between and start to pluck until it looks thin enough for you and thin enough for your client. Now we're taking some almond lace tint, lace overlay, and I'm just spraying it on the lace because this is an HD lace. Once you have gotten it to the perfect tint, you're going to go in with some makeup that's a little shade darker than the client's skin and put it on that cap so you won't be able to differentiate where the cap is underneath the wig. Once again, this is an HD lace, and right now I'm just taking my Hold Me Down lace glue and go ahead and putting 3 to 5 layers of this lace glue on the client. And you want to use that spatula to go ahead and smooth it out until it's clear. You want to let it dry for a while on its own, but if it's not drying out, that means that it's too thick on there and you want to go in and smooth that out. When you're pulling the lace down over the client's hairline, you want to apply pressure, but you don't want to smush it in just yet. You want to apply pressure and make sure that it's in the right places where you put the lace glue. Then once you get it in the right places, you can go in with a very small fine tooth comb. Then you can comb it in. Then take the blow dryer on heat or warm and blow dry it on in to melt that bad baby on down. Then you're going to take an eyebrow razor and go and cut the excess lace off. But you don't want to hold it at a downward angle. You want to hold it at an upward angle so you don't make a mistake and cut your client. But get into this lace, honey. Premier wigs, premier lace wigs, honey. You did your dollar on this, okay? But if you have some areas where the lace did not lay down, you can go ahead and take some of the glue, take some of the spatula, and just go in and just smooth it out, lay it down, and proceed to your next step. Now we're taking these hairs out to create our baby hair. And this right here is a little secret, honey, okay? But you're gonna take that same makeup that you put on the cap, you're gonna put that same makeup right where you seen my student patting down the beauty blender. Then you're going to take this elastic band, and you can find these in Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, any craft store, any craft section, and you're going to take that around the client's hairline, take the blow dryer on warm or heat, and melt that thing on down. The shorter you cut your baby hair, the more they will look natural. The longer they are, the more unrealistic and crazy they will be. And I'm just going to give it a few tugs. This is my Hold Me Down adhesive once again. And if it's not clear to see, it's clear that this wig is not going anywhere at all. But now we're going to go ahead and lay our baby hair, and I'm just taking that same water bottle and lightly misting it over the client's hairline. Then you're going to take your Fluff Stuff styling foam and just start to foam your baby hair. You only want to use the comb because once you start to use your fingers, you're going to make the lace start to lift. You want to be very light-handed with this process, and you're going to get these results. Once you have let your client sit under the dryer, then you can take some Gots to Be holding spray, if you please, and then you can spray that over their baby hair. That's going to allow them to stay molded down if they are rough on their hair, or if you just want them to stay in place. Now I'm taking my hot comb, and what you see me spray on there was some oil. All that was some oil, and I'm just taking that and using the hot comb and just pressing her hair out. After those few steps, it just boils down to the styling process, and I'm just taking some silkening mist and my Conair flat iron. Look how perfectly this hair straightens. I want you guys to really get into this. A lot of hair does not get this bone straight within one pass of the flat iron. And all I was doing was showing my student how to define her client's part and to make it look, you know, like a natural part, because there are some times where people define parts and it looks so unnatural, so wide, so big, and it's just not cute. So we don't do that over here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is what one of my hands-on classes consists of. I guide you through the process and help you along the way of completing a style from start to finish and helping you just enhance your skills. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I'll do more of these and see you guys next time.